Well, happy Halloween. I know it's a little early, but you can't tell by walking it in the Target or Walmart or anything. This embroidery design I created using the shape fill and the shape tool in the Core Platinum. I'm going to show you how I did it. So we're just going to start new. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a vector file. So I'm going to use the drawing tools and I'm just going to create a simple square. I'm going to make sure that that's like a perfect square. So I'm going to select that and I'm going to resize it. I'm going to say it's 2 inches by 2 inches. And that makes it a perfect square. So I'm going to copy and paste this now. So I'm going to copy and then paste. And this second one, I'm going to rotate 45 degrees. Select both of these and use the shaping tool to weld them to get a common outline. Now, this is all I really need, but I'm going to make it a little nicer. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to select all 4 of these and I'm going to tell these are smooth, and same for these 4. Smooth. Now this is a shape I can use to fill an area using the shape fill. We'll get into that in a minute. So first thing I need to do is I need to save this as a shape. I know I'm using the word shape a lot, but there's hardly another way to describe this. So let's go to select and we're going to go to file, special files, save shape. And I'm going to save this as a web. So we're going to say save. And now I can just start a new canvas. So now that I have the shape, I'm going to make the letter H. So I'm going to go to text and I'm going to use a simple true type. And I'm going to use Arial, but I'm going to use the Arial black because that's a real bold look to it. So click OK and type the letter H and apply. And there's my H. Now I don't want this in stitches, I want it as artwork. So I'm going to go to the satin and I'm going to select artwork and apply again. And now I have a simple vector file of this. You can shape and do whatever you like with it at this point. I'm going to make it a little less wide and I'm going to stretch it a bit. And we'll set it, let's make it 2 inches. So now I have my vector shape. I'm going to convert that vector to a complex fill. And then I'm going to use my shape fill to apply my web. And there we have it. Now I want to make this a little less organic, or a little more organic, so I'm going to move this center point to up here somewhere. And that's my web. So to highlight this web, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a run stitch and I'm going to make a black run stitch and I'm going to highlight these little valleys in here. So I'm going to start from the center and come back and I'm just going to access all of these. Now I'm not going to be critical about getting these points all aligned because there's a way that you will see that's really kind of cool on how to do that automatically. So we're just going to run through this really quick. And there you have my web highlights. So as I said, I'm going to show you a quick way. I'm going to align all of these together. All right. And so I'm going to align them to the bottom and to the left. and now they're all directly right on top of one another. And you could do the same with these, but we're going to come around this with the satin anyway. So I don't really see a need, but if you want to see that again, we'll go like that and take these two and go up. You see. So at this point, I'm going to select this, and I'm going to go to Utility, and I'm going to say Create a Border. So there's my border. But now when you create a border around a shape in core, it wants to group these items for you, and that makes it easier to move and things like that. But I want the border to be a different color, so I need to ungroup, so that I can now select the border and that. And I want to make sure that that border is at the front. You see the running stitch there? So let's bring that to the front. And now everything is hidden and it's nice. I would like to change the density of this web to make it look a little more like it was natural. So I'm going to click on that web, and I'm going to go to the general settings, and I'm going to say I want this density to be a linear increasing density. Now the density started at 2.0, but I want to go all the way up to maybe 8. And you see it graduates the density all the way out. Maybe 7. So there is my web. Let's go ahead and make it Halloween and make it orange and black. Now all I got to do is drop in my text. So I'm going to go to text. I'm going to find an appropriate font. We're going to use Impact, APPY. And I'm going to select all of this together and copy and paste. And we're going to change this to Halloween. OLLOWEEN. You can do whatever you like with it at this point. I don't particularly care for these two H's to look identical like this, so I'm going to take this H and I'm going to flip it and flip it again horizontally so that they look a little different from one another. And that's basically how you can make shapes and fill your areas and make something truly unique.